It's a tough school, yeah. Have a go, mate, if you think you're hard enough. Right, my lords and ladies, before we start, just a quick note on health and safety. Can you imagine this in the Middle Ages? You rock up to a castle, you got your army, all in their high-vis vests. It's great, that is there. Oh, where are they? Oh, they're right there, like that there. When Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane, you can see them quite clearly. And they rock up, they got your archers, you got your trebuchet, you got your knights. And what have we got on the castle walls? We got a guy in a pinstripe with a hard hat and a clipboard, and he would wholly approve of the school at the front. Oh, I can clearly see you. But he would shout down. He would shout, "Could you please be calm? Could you please be careful?" And they say, "Why?" He goes, "Well, castles are dangerous places and can result in semi-permanent injury or maybe even fatal death." With this in mind, note that we're taking the prop out of this, the portcullis right here. That, as you can see, is now hanging freely. All that's holding that monster in place, 2 ropes, 1 winch, 1 counterweight, and a young man in there called Ash. And I got me doubts about Ash, quite frankly. He's got 1 hand on the winch and the other hand on his iPod, listening to a bit of Cliff Richard from what I've been told, which is very dubious, it has to be said. So, my lords and ladies, if you need to get inside the castle for any reason, you cannot go this way here as of now. This is a short demo and does not last long. If you need to get in for any reason, that way there and over the bridge on that side. By the time you've done that, I will have done this. Also, can I apologise on behalf of the castle? This is the one place on this historic site we cannot use a microphone. The reason being, the people of Warwick live just beyond that tree line there. Now, back in the Middle Ages, those people out there would do what we said. Now, we do what the town council says. If you ever wanted a greater, more apt description of the difference between medievalism and modernity, well, that for me encapsulates it into a nutshell. But let me crack on. My lords, ladies, knights, nobles, children of all ages, I expect to hear a big loud cheer when I say, "Welcome to Warwick Castle!" That was rubbish. You want to try that? This is Warwick Castle, not Windsor Castle. We do things properly here. Just try that again, nice and loud, when I say, "Welcome to Warwick Castle!" And I warn you here and now that our enemy approaches. He approaches with evil, vile ambitions. And to achieve that evil, vile ambition, he'll put our children to the slaughter. Not one adult was condemning her. All on this, a big smile, and they're just going, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah." Some of the teachers are going, "School." So, my lords and ladies, I ask you here and now, will you fight for Castle Warwick? I'm so reassured. What I'm going to do, I don't want to denigrate your efforts any more than I have done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take matters into my own hands. We're going to lower this, the portcullis, with your help. On the count of 3, everybody here, from the front to the back, everybody, you're all going to shout the medieval words for "lower the gate." And those words in the 14th century were, "lower the gate." I've kept it suspiciously simple, but it has to be loud. We've actually got all this working. It's brilliant that they've done this. We can't move any of it, though we're not allowed to, nor should we. It means you can't see anything working. But it means Ash is stuck in this tower, encased in stone. So if you do a nice little whisper, we're going to be here all day, because he won't hear you. So you've got to be loud. Lower the gate as loud as you can after 3. 1, 2, 3! Yeah! Give me a cheer for the gate of Warwick closing! Well, let's be honest, you aren't cheering the fact you've been locked out. We consider you to be undesirable. Now, it has to be said that this portcullis is lattice work of wood, ash or oak, not made of steel. Can you imagine how expensive something like this would be made of steel? But this lattice work has been here since 1768, circa. In your history books, for those who are at school, if you ever come across the term circa, it means around the time of. And normally you get given 2 dates. I've just given you 1, so saying circa is irrelevant. But about 1768, this gate's been here, the one I'm standing on. That's amazing. They let me walk on it, health and safety aside. But there's been a portcullis here since the time of the 14th century, the time of Edward III, the 100 Years' War, and the fight against the French. guys are rubbish. We'll try that again, and either big cheer or big boo, it's up to you. Even if you're French, you have to cheer this. Or boo it. Let's get them while they're young. I said, and the fight against the French! My work here is done. This lattice work, this portcullis, is here in times of peace. It serves a vital function in the operation of this castle. We have all the main doors open and all the other portcullis open, and in terms of everyday business, rather than going for the rigmarole of opening every single gate, we just have this one down. Guards here will control who gains access to the inner sanctum. So in terms of security, perfect. But its real function, its main function, is an extra security to protect the main gate, and that'd be on the inside. So you've got the portcullis here and the gate inside there. It'd be about a foot thick, made of oak, iron shod, with a wooden bracing bar. It'd be almost impenetrable. Imagine trying to break through that thing there. All we've got of that amazing gate are the hinges. But they're good-looking hinges. And you'll see them when you go in. You won't get these at B&Q. I'm telling you that now. Very big, very powerful. So you've got the portcullis here. We've got the gate on the inside. 2 doughty defenders. But of course, we need something else. We have an extra surprise. And that can be found right up here. When I tell you what's up here, I expect to hear a big loud ooh from everybody here. Ooh. Not yet. You see, in this archway, between the portcullis and the gate, we have what can only be described as murder holes. Ooh. No. I said murder holes. No. I wanted shock and awe. I didn't want Julie and Clary. Yeah, you and your murder holes. Doesn't sound like we mean it. I said, murder holes! You're just being sarcastic. And it's through these murder holes we pour blood. What could be lava? What on earth? I'm loving this. I'm loving this. No, not acid either. I would hate you guys to be in charge of a castle. I would never attack. Either I'm getting covered in blood, lava, or acid. All right, let me crack on. The métiers, as the French would call them, or the murder holes, through these we'd normally pour a cheaper substance than acid or lava, water. Hot water, pour it down, it will burn the flesh just as well. Other materials used, hot sand, heat it to incredible temperatures. Pour that down, imagine that on the face. Imagine that getting in through the armour. And of course that doesn't go out, that just smoulders. So as it goes in, it burns all the cloth underneath. So not only flaying the skin, you're burning on the inside too. Imagine that if you can. As you come through, look up through the holes. Imagine men with crossbows shooting quarrels down. Never ever pick a quarrel. Your parents have probably told you that no end of time. The reason being, you pick a quarrel, you die. Thick, heavy bolts from crossbows, skewering men through as they try and beat their way in through the gates. Can you imagine the welcome that you would get here? Today, we're a bit more easygoing. We kind of stop you and then we let you in. Back then, it's purely attritional. To get through here, it's going to cost many, many lives. I often hear the cry, hot oil. Oil's expensive. Don't spend that kind of money on my friends. When you look up, again, look how small these things are. Also note they're internal. We start using hot oil on the inside, we get oil on the wooden floors, and this thing could go up inside. If you're going to use oil, be practical. They're going to use it that side there, coming down here. These guys are being shot, these guys are being boiled. Everyone give me sounds of pain and burning death. Or pirates. Yeah. Landlord Warwick and his band of small cutthroat pirates in high-vis jackets. But of course, we have more. We have, besides the portcullis, besides the gate, besides the murder holes, we also have this bridge right here. Now, if you're really into your history, this bridge is significant. There's been a bridge here since 1664. But it has to be said that this stone bridge has only been here, well, 2.5 centuries, this one here. But look, it's a stone bridge. The first thing I was taught about castles at school was about stronghold being a safety, a defensive place. How can this be the case with a permanent entrance? Whenever you come to a castle today and you see a stone bridge, it's telling you something architecturally. The function of the castle has changed. Why? Because we've got a permanent entrance. In the Middle Ages, it would not be so. It would be a drawbridge, because defence would be our prime concern. We've got a couple of clues. Look at the ditch, for one thing, here. But look, more importantly, up here. Look at the holes with the metal grills in. Ropes and chains from here would go up through there. And men in here would winch this drawbridge up, slowly but surely, going from being a bridge to being a barrier. Right in through this central section it would sit. And once it comes right up in here, that's it, you're not getting in. Game over. Imagine you're an enemy archer. You turn up here at the castle. You see the bridge slowly rising. You know your job's going to be that much more difficult. You must stop this bridge. You put flame on the ends of your arrows. You shoot arrows quickly through the windows there, burning out all the wooden floors, bringing the bridge crashing down so you can get inside. But the bowman up here will realise that the bowman out there wants to put arrows through the windows here to bring the bridge down. But the bowman up here does not want the bridge to come down. The bowman here wants the bridge to come up. So the bowman here will shoot the bowman out here so he can't put arrows through the windows here, so the bridge will rise, it will not fall, and Warwick Castle will be safe. Not saying that bit again. Of course, to finish off with, we also have this deep, deep ditch down here. Its technical name. It's a deep, deep ditch. Most of you will have learned in your castle studies at schools that castles are built by a water source and they're built on a hill. If you build a castle on top of a hill, what happens to water? It flows downhill. This never had water inside it. It'd be twice as deep as it would be now, but in stones, wooden stakes, rubbish and sewage. Indeed, this castle is a paradigm of castles. Look that way there, see the river, quite low down. And look how high we are. This is perfect. My lords and ladies, I expect to hear a big loud cheer when I say, Warwick Castle is safe! Yay! And all we need now to do is get you all inside. The year is 1471. The War of the Roses rages on. Father will fight son. Brother will contest with brother. A big ooh would have been nice there. You don't get this kind of drama at the RSC in Stratford, you know that. Not that I'm bitter. Much. I said, brother will contest with brother. It's like Christmas in my place. And in the 15th century, we have two houses vying for the crown of England. York and Lancaster. Two houses, two kings, one crown. What inevitability? War! War! What is it good for? That was more aimed at that generation, not this generation. Killing! Well, these are tough schools we got at the front. But, my lords and ladies, oh goodness me, let me get a grip. My lords and ladies, we have to decide who is going to be king. It's called the War of the Roses. It's not going to be you. We have two kings, that of Edward, and we have, of course, Henry. And we have to decide who is going to be king. And make no mistake, we decide here at this castle. You want to be king? You come here. We're the maker of kings, the breaker of thrones, or as we're called today, the Nick Clegg. That's how powerful we are. So I'm going to let you choose. If you choose well, I open the gates. If you choose badly, I beat a child with a sword. Well, you've all gone now, that's entertainment. So, your choice, Edward of York or Henry of Lancaster, the War of the Roses. So, my lords and ladies, give me a cheer. Give me a cheer if you would support Edward IV of the House of York. Yay! Wrong answer. I'll give you a subtle clue. Cheer the next option. So give me a cheer, good people. Give me a cheer if you would support my master, Richard Neville, the Earl of Warwick. That's a clue. This is his castle. And his master in turn, Henry VI, and the House of Lancaster! You have chosen well. What we need now to do is open this gate. Now this is the most difficult part of the whole presentation. To open this gate, we're going to do the cadence. I'll take you through it slowly as it's incredibly difficult. I will shout, a Warwick, a Warwick. This is the difficult bit. You will reply, a Warwick, a Warwick. Yeah, Some of you look confused. Some at the back are writing down the lines. Guys, you've all been great. I've enjoyed your company. Some of your company has actually scared me. Blood, acids and lava. It's going to take me a day to get over that. It really is. But when this gate goes up, we have to secure this monster in place with a high-tech security device. It's called a wooden prop, a coach bolt, a wing nut, and a young man called Ash in there. It's going to take us a couple of moments. So nobody, and this applies to everybody here, no one is to make their way forward. Start pushing at the back, you get a crush at the front, someone goes underneath this thing, and it could come down on you and kill you. Like John from Birmingham yesterday, it was tragic. I'm kidding. It was from Solihull. I didn't care. I will let you know when it's safe, and only I will let you in. Nobody makes their way forward before then. Right, here we go. Right, stand up straight. Good. Oh, Warwick! Oh, Warwick! Oh, Warwick! That's not going to fly. That was rubbish. This is, as I say, it's a proper castle. We do things right here. If you've got a sword, raise it high. So that's just me, is it? You've not come prepared at all, have you? If you've got an empty hand, raise it high. If you've got children, raise them high. And raise your voices when I say, oh Warwick, oh Warwick!
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 Give me a cheer for the gate of Warwick rising! Stay where you are while we make this safe. I ask you here and now, do you come in peace? No! The answer is no. We're going to war tomorrow. What have I been talking about for 8 minutes? Gore, I'm wasted here. You're going to get this right if it kills you. I say, do you come in peace? No! Do you come in friendship? No! Yes! It's not difficult. We're seeking allies to... I'm wasted here, aren't I? I really am. Will you fight with a sword? Yes! Will you fight with an axe? Yes! Will you die for us? No! It's all gone wrong. It really has. Okay. My lords and ladies, I the boy will be shooting out on these all throughout the day. 11:30, we've got the mighty trebuchet throwing a boulder down the length of the island, probably hitting the M40. It's going to be great. But right here and now, I expect to hear a big loud cheer when I say, welcome to Warwick Castle.